25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Complete to Alex Pierce.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now first and 10. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Alec Pierce, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. It doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Brings up second and 4.
Now a give, right side. Reed. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Lawrence hit him. The ball is free. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Second and 14.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's now third down and 14.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mendoza. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, what a move. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To the right side and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Had tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Second and 3. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Mendoza. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Trey Tucker from 3 yards out. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
Oh, he's hit. He wants the football. Put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down.
21-3 is your score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. Lawrence on the sneak. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Open man, that's Bond. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance for a 1st touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's Lawrence to throw. To the left side, he finds Bond. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 13. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Lawrence on the sneak. And he's going to have the Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll run on first down. It's Reed. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Reed. And they'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 3rd down and 1. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now he's loose at the 40. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 25-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 10. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Lawrence will throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Now a timeout signal for them. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Falcons first down.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
For number 83. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd.
Lawrence going to throw again. To the left side into the hands of Adunze. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. And it starts with a good one in the AFC West. All right, Brandon, thanks much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. And it's a guy who missed most of the run to the Super Bowl last year, Rashee Rice. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chiefs begin their search for a 4th straight Super Bowl appearance. They get the victory in Week 1. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the veteran Jacoby Brissett. This is one of the best runs from a quarterback you're going to see all year. Off he goes. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is Daniel Jones. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Colts with the lead in the opener at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Falcons off. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 48-yard.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And this one's incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough it, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they run the option on second down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Reed. Down to about the 22 here. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he fires one, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, but his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A 39-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Buccaneers offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Left side, he finds Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To number 14.
A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To Trey Tucker. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mendoza. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard
From the
line.
34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a handoff up the middle. Green. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Quick slant caught by Kirk.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offense can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A pass complete to Odunze.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Reed. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Made by Christian Fulton. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's another Falcons first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
The Falcons.
They're going to try and run for him, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
Falcons, 22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
At the 33-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Complete to Jamison Williams. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Now he's going to step up and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
There's another Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Tampa Bay.
So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Mendoza. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Ryland for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Shifts by him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Reed. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down. It's Reed. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
back to throw. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Here's Lawrence. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he spins through. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Falcons first down.
Lawrence. To the left side, he finds Bond. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Lawrence.
The 11-yard line.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Tampa Bay, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.